Alrighty, what a warmer day it is today. So we put up the birds. The youngest kit right here. Oh, it's been cold. It's been like negative 15, negative 10 degrees. Oh man, no joke. Got a ton of snow. Look at that. A ton of snow. But I put a shovel a little bit off the rooftop. We're putting it back up. There's a few in this kit here that's coming in pretty good. Look, I got some that's been rolling. These guys been rolling. So they all came down. They all came down. I don't blame them. You know, it's getting dark. The sun's dropping. Look at that. Picking them up. Look at that. Oh, man. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's what we want. Oh. I missed some rolls. Yeah, I don't blame the birds. They don't want to fly. But if they do, I'll motivate them. There's a few birds in there that I'm really liking already. So, yeah. So yeah, guys, next year I do not plan to breed. I'm going to be cleaning up the yard and just getting it ready. I've been slacking on it since we moved here. I was rushing to build my kit box and my breeder loft. And I'm not complete, but it's useful now. I was able to breed some birds out of it, so that's good enough for now to stop and focus on other things than birds. But I'll still fly. I'll still push my birds up and see what they can do here. But majority of it is gonna be definitely just flying my leftovers. So this is what I want to continue flying. You know, hopefully they'll be ready by next year for the World Cup, right? It'd be nice if I could add these guys into my World Cup team as well too. Man, I love the way they kit. Like I said, this is my youngest kit. So I'm happy with the results so far. I just can't wait to get them up more. A few landing on the roof. I do have a few that are very are frequent when they come out. They went up, and I got a few deep ones now too. But yeah. Ooh, they must have seen something they don't like. And I know the BOPs are hungry. I just hope there's none around here right now. Usually fall or winter here, I don't get hit. But I did get something that visited me, and I'm not quite sure what it is yet. But check this out, right? Sorry, it's gonna be a little graphic here, but be warned. So, I got a bird that was picked off in the front here. These guys are in quarantine, and then fatten them up, and these guys are gonna be going to the green box, recycle box. They're just some of them are, you know, just my crosses with parlor roller. So I got a bunch of males, but I don't have any parlor roller hens. And my males aren't all that great either, but I've been looking all over, and I don't want to pay an arm and a leg for them. It's just not worth it for me because I'm not that dedicated to parlor rollers. So this year I decided to put some 2 roll down hens on like 2 cockbirds to see what they would do. But then I started reading up on people and their comments about how it's a waste of time and all of that. And I gotta admit, I bred 6 babies, and only one of them stays on the ground. So I'm not gonna fly parlor rollers crosses with my kids. So they are gonna be removed for good. I tried selling them, and I've sold a few of them already. But you know, they're leftovers that weren't sold. So I just decided, you know what? I'm going to get rid of them. So they will be removed here pretty soon. I've just been busy. Like I said, we just recovered from being sick. So trying to catch up on some chores. And then of course we got this warm, that's the heat wave that's coming through here. It's gonna be like close to 40 tomorrow. We'd be lucky if we hit 40. It'd be nice. But going from negatives to 40 is a plus. That's why I decided to throw out the birds. Nothing fancy yet. Like I said, this is just a promising kit right now. There's a few in there that's really good. I wish I was recording, but I was busy doing this, shoveling the roof. Okay, busy shoveling the roof a little bit here, and trying to shovel up some darkness for them so they can kind of see like, hey, that is home down there. Just cover it up. But yeah, here in Minnesota, your birds land in that, you're not gonna see them. They're not gonna see you. So you know, if you got deep birds that roll into the roof, you probably won't find it until springtime where everything's thawed out. And the bird might not even be dead, but it will freeze. So I don't always recommend flying when you have deep snow, but you do as you please. You're the manager. For me, I fly birds that are not super deep, which are young birds. My deep birds are all put away. But yeah, look at that. See, a young bird. This is a very young bird. This is probably one of the last birds that I pulled out into the kit. And I look forward to him. He's showing me a lot of good promises. But yeah, you know, see, they're on the roof, which I don't mind them as long as they're on my roof. My theory is that they have to be on my roof to not get called. Once they land over there on that roof and they go over here to my neighbor's roof, they are goners. Okay, they're on that green roof right there. They're goners. Oh, look at that! See, bam, I'm still going. Whoa, this guy's been deep. He's gonna be a deep one. But you can't blame birds because it's white. It's all white, you know. From their angle, can you imagine? From their angle, you can't see nothing. So I don't punish birds when they're young. But yeah, see, now you know why I have some that were down low. This guy's gonna be a deep one. I'm gonna keep a tab on him. Hopefully he's not gonna be a roll down. But in spring we will know. How do I handle roll downs? Do I lock them up? The thing is, winter feed is going to be a little bit different. They're going to be heavier on winter feed. As you all know, corn, you're feeding them heavy grains. They're going to be a little bit heavier than when they are in flying condition. So in flying condition, these birds are going to be light. But winter, they're going to be heavy. So I do not punish birds when I do the transition, okay? I do not punish the birds when I do transition of feed. There's no point in punishing the birds because you are feeding them to survive, okay? Not to perform, but to survive. So to me, I do not, and I say that a lot because I see a lot of guys when fall starts coming, they're like, yo, this bird's not rolling, this bird not doing this, I'm gonna call, and you just got rid of good birds just like that. So I always tell people, hey, you know, do not start calling birds yet. Do not call birds in the fall. You got the molt happening, and guys, that's the teenage years for the first for the young birds. Look at this bird. Oh, I don't know if you guys can see him, but look how busted his wings are. Oh, from rolling. Oh, he popped his new blood. Look at that. Blood vessels on a new flight, busted. And I get that on my birds. I always tell guys who have my birds or have worked with my birds, I don't know about other people, but to me, I always tell them, hey, do not fly them when they are in the molt. I've had birds land with bloody flights, and it's gonna hurt him. He's gonna be hurting. Look at that. Oh yeah. When they roll and that blood vessel bursts, they are gonna be in a lot of pain. I didn't even know that bird was molting. It's too cold. I thought it wouldn't be molting, but yep, it's molting. Look at this yellow. I posted on my Facebook about a blue check outside that produces my yellows and my duns. Where's my dun checks? Right there. One of them's right there. But it's got even a bronze on it too. I don't know what the heck you call that. What do you call that? Dun bronze? Dun yellow? I don't know. What do you call that? I'm not sure what to call that. Another one right here, but it's not yellow. He's blue bronze. Oh, here's the other one. Here's the other one on top. Right there. Yeah. But there you go, guys. You know, but I always tell people, going back to that, you know, if your birds are in the molt in the fall time, okay, these are my last rounds, so they have not even molted, or at least they're starting to, according to that one. They have not molted out their baby feathers. But when they do, I always tell them, do not fly them as hard, because they will be spinning and they will burst them flights. And I've seen that happen multiple times. And once they burst those flights, they will be nervous to fly. Okay? They will be nervous to fly. Once they burst that flight, they will be nervous to fly. The last thing you want is birds that are scared to fly. Right? We want to motivate them to keep them going. We don't want them on the rough. We don't want them sitting around and just eating food. Yeah, he's going to be hurting right there. Look at that deep one right there. See, guys, there's no cutting, no nothing, no fancy things going on here. You know, I keep it raw material, because I believe, you know, you got to show the flaws. You got to show everything about your birds. And that's the thing about it, is a lot of guys don't like to show the flaws, and they don't like to show the failures. But here, you know, anything can happen. So we keep it fun, we keep it going. Look at that little Andalusian model that I've been trying to create. The second round right there. This guy, I gotta grab his number, but he's the one that hit the ground and is still rolling on the floor, as you can see. He's okay, but that white snow, and you flying deep birds, man, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. And it looks like he's gonna be a real deep one. So earlier, right before I started recording, I saw him hit one pretty deep, but he pulled out of it. So, and that's why there was like a lower group at the bottom, because as soon as he hit, the other ones went. But you know, when you start dealing with deep birds, sometimes when they hit it too early like that, it could cause the kit to not really lift up. So that's one thing. But you know, guys, we're not flying competition. We're just flying birds for fun now. So it is what it is. We take it with a grain of salt. We'll keep an eye and a tab on him for the springtime, and see how he does when he's lighter. Hopefully he gets faster, but we don't know. Only time will tell. So, but yeah, guys, kind of feeding before the sun's gone. As you can tell, it's starting to get dark out here. So, F4LESS Roller, we out.